to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Detroit Cast with Mike and Jay. Shalom, Biggie. Hi, Jay.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Very well. I'm happy to be here.
Very good. How was your weekend?
It's really good. Very
Good.
busy. Lots of soccer and band, etc., etc.
How are the teams doing? Are you impressed with your soccer
Everyone's
squads?
fine. Everyone's just fine.
Yeah. What do you have a team record yet? Have you guys been playing games?
You're talking about the team I'm coaching.
Yeah.
Those little 07 dudes.
Yeah, the little guys.
Yeah. Well, you know, we just won an incredible game just a moment ago.
Really?
Yeah, I came straight
Today?
from it. Oh, it was. I'm still on cloud nine.
What happened?
We're down 2-0 with 20 minutes to go. We won 3-2.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it was sweet.
What do you have a stud on the
They're
team?
fun little guys.
Are they?
No, you know what?
What is 07s? How old is that? So they're 11. Yeah.
10, 11.
I didn't want to do the math, and I didn't want to ask our math expert.
I don't even know
Put him on
what it means, 07.
the spot. Graduating class.
Oh, high school
No,
graduate.
it doesn't. It means their birth year, man.
Oh, birth year. That's what I
yeah.
meant.
See?
Too
That's what
much
you meant.
time in the math room and not enough time
I knew it.
learning the English language.
Did you? That's interesting.
Yeah, I did. I did that on purpose just to throw you off, Aegis.
Gotcha.
So 3-2 with a big victory.
Oh, it's fun.
Congratulations.
A lot of
That's
fun.
awesome. Yeah.
That's depressing to me. Now that I'm thinking
That
about
his
it.
team won.
No, hearing that's kids are born in 2007.
I know. It is brutal.
I don't know.
Yeah, they talk and they walk and everything.
Well, no, it's just like, I don't know. It's just a little. Like, my friend turned 30 this weekend, and it was like, I didn't feel weird when I turned 30 because I'm just going through my own life. But then it was like, whoa, fucking Nick is 30? How is he 30? Like, I don't know. That's just, that shit gets me more than my own shit. It just
Yeah.
seems like, for whatever
I
reason.
know. We're getting so old. It used to bother me when I'd go in. It was like, if you bought alcohol or something, you're like, you're born before this date.
Oh, my
in
gosh.
2004. You're like, what?
Yeah, it's like in college, if
Holy
I
shit.
zigged instead of zagged, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd have a kid, right, that
Yeah.
age. I mean, no question about
It's
it.
crazy. Yeah. Anyway, we should mention we've got we're going to be out and about next weekend, next Saturday.
Hell yeah. This
All
Saturday.
of us will be there. Yeah, this next upcoming Saturday, we'll be out at Hamlin Pub, 22 in Hayes, and hopefully a lot of you guys will come out. We're going to do a kind of a barroom trivia where everyone can get involved, and it'll be exclusively questions about this show. So bring your thinking cap. Do your homework, study. The usual suspects will be there. Amy will be there trying to, reclaim her title.
We should say, if you don't know a bunch of other TDC listeners and you're like, oh, I can't get on a team, you don't have to be. You can be an individual.
Yep.
Or on a team.
And you don't need to
and
make
your
a team
wife
up
can-
now. You can
Yeah,
just show
totally.
up and
Yeah.
pair up with someone.
Exactly.
A few people jump
Somebody
into
sitting
it.
there.
Everybody is nice enough. You'll be fine. No one is
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
not let you on a team.
My point is, don't not come because you're like, oh shit, I don't know anyone else, and I'm
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
be on a team. Just come out.
It's honestly the most welcoming community you'll ever meet. I mean, the listeners have been awesome, and a lot of you guys know that because you paired off and become great friends and all that kind of stuff. But we wanted
I
to
think
mention
some of them bang each other and everything.
Oh yeah,
just-
it's awesome. Yeah, it's great. We'll have prizes for winning teams and runners up and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, should we highlight one of the prizes though? That the
I think we
champion-
should, yeah.
The champion, either the individual or the team who wins. This is one of the things they're getting. Isis, you want to explain it to them?
Yeah, I guess so. The team that wins, then they can decide however they want to do it. Will get to cut my hair in whatever fashion they want.
Yeah.
And then I have to for 2 weeks. We're gonna say for a month I have to leave it, but for the first 2 weeks I can't even wear a hat, no matter where I go. And then I get to wear a hat after 2 weeks, and that will probably only come to play
So,
my parents, to be honest with you.
We're going to do it on site too, right?
Oh, yeah,
No, they
yeah.
got they got to do it
there.
Oh yeah, no, they have to do it right there. They don't get to like think about like come back later or go to a place. They have to do it right there.
This is
so.
very bittersweet for me because, as you know, I love his current look.
I'm actually
Huge fan.
hating it too. In that sense, you're right. I get more compliments on his fucking hair, even though it kind of annoys me at times.
He's been growing it since last December. Last
Yeah.
December, he shaved his whole head as a payback for what fundraising. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
And it
hasn't
was
touched it,
shaved,
man.
bald.
He hasn't even like trimmed around the ears. None of that. It's just a mop. And Mike and I have absolutely grown to love this
Yeah.
too. But the winning team, as Isis says, will be allowed to cut it in any way, or they could leave it. Yeah, right.
As if,
Dude,
so they can.
this is a great
You
opportunity.
could go male pattern baldness.
Right.
Just a horseshoe.
You could go reverse mohawk.
Sure, just to stripe up
You
the
could
middle.
go like Brian Bosworth stripes with a mullet.
Yep.
You could do whatever you want.
This would be a great opportunity.
Could they carve like lines in it if they wanted?
Sure.
Or
Why couldn't they?
or take the clippers and draw a penis on the back of his head.
Whatever they want. And Isis has to keep it for a month. But as he said, for 2 weeks, he's not allowed to wear a hat.
What they can't do then is probably take the scissors and just cut patch holes.
Oh, you could do that.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you could
oh,
do that,
okay.
sure.
So you can literally do anything you want to his
Yeah.
hair. So we'll bring some clippers and scissors, and the winning team will get to do that on the spot. And maybe get some encouragement from the audience as well. Cheer him on.
Now, what you can't do is cut his pubes and tape them to his head.
Why?
Nah, you can't do that. It's only
It's
the hair
only the
inside.
head.
Yeah.
So the whole head. So can they do something with the beard?
Sure.
Oh,
I
excellent.
don't know about that. No. I
hair
didn't
on the
say.
head.
I said hair. Everyone knows what your hair is, dude.
I know what you've
your
got.
head is your hair.
Well, you said hair. You've got face hair.
Dude, that is not the same thing.
Fine, pussy.
Fine with the mop.
Yeah.
The lid.
So- we'll bring gloves too.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
you don't have
yes.
to. You know,
latex. You're not
touch
allergic to
the hair.
latex, Jesus.
No.
Okay, good.
I wish
was-
I was, if you know what I mean.
At least your butt isn't. We know
Right.
that.
How was your weekend, E? I see you've got a phone doing interesting things.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I get to go to the
Jesus.
Apple store again.
It's always fun.
Water?
No, nothing. I know you won't believe, people won't believe me. It doesn't matter. I'm sitting at the bar on Saturday night, and I don't even know how to explain it.
Spill the beer right on it.
Nope.
Yep.
Just sitting there, and all of a sudden it starts doing this. You won't even be able to see it, really. It's kind of lessened up a little bit, but it just starts literally going like a strobe light.
Yeah, I'm going to seize. Don't do that again.
But and I'm just
Oh, my God.
wasn't even touching
It's
it.
like the on button. It just goes to like a green flash.
But what happened on Saturday? Like it's gotten a little better now. Where what happens is if I hit the like kind of the reset button, I tap it like 4 times. Finally, it'll go to the screen. On Saturday, that's not how it was. It literally, and I couldn't even turn it off for like 10 minutes. It was just sitting like strobe light at a club, just going off for like 10 minutes. I hadn't even touched it. I wasn't even touching it. It was just sitting there.
Oh,
You know what? Technology is awesome.
phones.
Well, I know.
He's going to have some grand statement about how technology is great until it's not. Go
Right,
ahead.
that was it. That was what I was going to say.
Okay.
It's great until it isn't. But it's true.
It's a true statement. I'll give you that.
I mean, it's a fucking. I mean, on one hand, it's a computer, and why should I? Like, it's amazing. And then the second it's failing me, I'm sitting at this bar on Saturday night. I'm like, this fucking phone, and I'm like, I can't text now, and I can't go on Facebook, and I can't check
man.
and it's like, it doesn't even really matter. By the way,
maybe it's the new update they did. Didn't they do an update?
Did
They
they?
updated it to a green screen.
Yeah.
strobe
yeah, they
light.
updated to it where
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't.
that's what mine is.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
great. I love the new
Yeah.
Oh, do
green
you?
screen
That's
flash.
interesting.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's awesome. By the way, there's a new feature on with that update, and it's called it's a digital ruler that you use the camera, the iPhone camera, and so you can put it on an object, and it'll have like a top measure. You put it at the top, and then on the bottom.
So, for example, if I'm just standing up and you just go right here down the leg. Yeah.
That's where I was going with this because they say it took men all of about 20 seconds to start measuring their dongs.
Of course.
That's all people.
What
it's
else do
called
people measure with their
measures.
phone? What are we going to measure? No one's
But if
measuring
you-
anything.
You're supposed to be able to link up point A, point B, and then it will just calculate like, oh, that water bottle
Oh,
is 7
interesting.
inches.
Okay.
And it's like naturally men immediately started sending pics of their dicks on all the social media things. Because what else are we going to use? If I was going to quiz
Who's
you guys,
measure- right.
So what do you think people started measuring first? It's like, yeah, we all know. Dongs.
What's anyone measuring? Unless you're like working construction or working on projects, what are you measuring? No one's measuring anything. You're measuring dicks, right? Like,
Hey, everybody, check out the DetroitCast listener business page. It's a page under the Help the Show tab on our website, DetroitCast.com. Page includes businesses owned by listeners. Take a look. It'd be great to support the supporters of the show. And today's featured listing is none other than Arnold Roofing. Free estimates, licensed and insured they are. They serve Southeast Michigan. They specialize in roofing and gutters. Their end game is customer satisfaction. And oh, have we heard good things about Arnold Roofing.
Speaking from experience,
Go to DetroitCast.com and click on the listener business page and check out all of those.
did you follow the news over the weekend? The bombshell that dropped regarding Rod Rosenstein. Dude, I don't know what to make of this story. You know what I mean? Like him talking
Oh, it's
about
sarcasm, I'm sure.
I know, right? That's kind of what I'm inclined to say. People are like, this isn't out, even if it's sarcasm. I'm like, even if it's sarcasm? If he apparently said in a meeting at the White House that, alluded to secretly wiretapping himself to record his discussions with President Trump to show what chaos this was. And then even discussed bringing in the 25th Amendment, which has never been done. And so people are going nuts about this. And it's like, he apparently got into a screaming match with one of the assholes in the room. Was like, "What do you want me to do? Wiretap myself?" And so now it's like, "Ooh, is this a conspiracy so that Trump will fire him? Because if this is true, he should be fired." And
Big setup to see if he'll do it.
Yeah,
Create a constitutional crisis.
yeah. It makes it hard for anyone to take it seriously, in my opinion, since Trump has done nothing but talk about the failing New York Times, all the lies from the New York Times, and then the Times puts this story out, and it's like, look at this brilliant story from the Times.
Right.
And you're like, dude, you can't tell us what a failure this paper is and how it's fake news every day, and then expect as soon as they
Yes, you can when you're
Even
Donald
a
Trump.
blind squirrel finds a nut, Mike.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know where this goes, man, but I think it would
Nowhere.
be. This would be a big
knows
mistake.
they both hate each other. Yeah, it probably is a setup by the blue team to try to get Trump pissed and out of fury, just fire the guy and then muddle everything up.
Yeah, I think that would be a huge mistake. I think people would fucking riot, even if it was true, even if this was totally said the way the right wants to believe that he was serious about this. Even then, I think half the country wouldn't believe you,
right.
And they'd all be there would be riots over that. You know what I mean? That's just what I think. But anyway, looks like we've got a date set for Kavanaugh.
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
Dr. Ford.
Thursday.
Yeah.
As of now, yeah.
Did you see the rules she put out there? I mean, where she was like, "Oh, Kavanaugh can't be in the room. I want to do this and that, and I want Kavanaugh to go first." And everyone's like, "Dude, that's like swinging before the pitch. What
I know.
are you talking about?"
Yeah,
Why would you want?
He could go sit and go, I never laid on top of this chick and tried to hump her.
I haven't heard the allegations from her mouth yet, so
So stupid.
That's really all I have to say about that. A fourth member of the group that Dr. Christine Blasey Ford claimed that was at the party,
Oh, this is interesting.
has now denied any knowledge of the attack.
A woman.
Leland Kaiser, she's like a lifelong friend of Dr. Ford and believes her. She does believe her, but
She
she's
says
like,
she doesn't even know Kavanaugh. Like, she didn't even, never met him, right?
that's what she says. No recollection of the party itself or Kavanaugh. Simply put, Ms. Kaiser does not know Mr. Kavanaugh. She has no recollection of ever being at a party or gathering where he was present with or without Dr. Ford. That's according to her attorney, Howard Walsh. She does believe Ford, but does not have any personal knowledge of the assault. 3 other people, Kavanaugh and then Mark Judge, his buddy, who we discussed his book last week, have also denied knowledge of this. The third, Patrick J. Smythe, issued a statement denying any knowledge of the party and going on to praise Kavanaugh as a great guy with great integrity. I'm issuing this statement today to make it clear to all involved that I have no knowledge of the party in question, nor do I have any knowledge of the allegations of improper conduct she has leveled against Brett Kavanaugh. Personally, I've known Brett since high school. I know him to be a person of great integrity, great friend, and I have never witnessed any improper conduct by him. Blah,
Wait,
blah,
I thought
blah.
she said she didn't know Kavanaugh. Are
No,
you referring
that's
to a
the other.
person?
Yeah, Peter, or what was his name?
JP or something.
Yeah, Patrick J. Smythe said that. Do you think this holds a lot of weight? I mean, this on its
doesn't
face.
help her.
Yeah, on its face, it
You
sounds
certainly
like.
would expect the woman to go, yeah, I knew him, and I sort of do at least recall gatherings like that.
Yeah.
You'd at least expect that.
Would you from 36 years ago though?
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah, like you could name any number of people in high school. I'd be like, yeah, I kind of knew that person. I kind of remember being at parties with her. I wouldn't be able to speak to probably a specific one.
Right.
You know, I definitely do have in my mind's eye a few recollections here and there of things that happened. But
Sure.
no, just a random day I wouldn't be able to speak to. But if you named person X, as you've done on breaks, hey, dude, check
Remember
this out.
so-and-so?
You know, so-and-so on Facebook. I'm like, yeah, I remember that person, sort of kind of drinking beers with them.
Yeah.
So you'd expect this, a female to at least be like, yep, I remember Brett Kavanaugh and Mark Judge, and hung out.
Are you troubled that she doesn't remember? See, that doesn't surprise me. Like, you wouldn't know because these guys didn't go to school together. That's the other thing of note here.
Yeah.
He went to an all-boys school, and this is an all-girls school, and so, like, dude, if
It's
girls
like the Mercy girls getting with the Brother Rice guys.
exactly, and it's like, yeah, you'd see maybe mingling at parties, but it's not something where you'd have daily contact with them, you'd have classes with them, and necessarily remember them, and for these other people 36 years later to go, I don't remember being at some party. I don't remember this story.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
For her, people are like, well, she doesn't remember where or when this was. That doesn't shock me either, to be honest with you.
I would think you'd remember where it was.
But isn't that kind of common with sexual assault victims that they remember the incident?
Yeah, I've heard things that there's just this wide spectrum of what people might remember.
Mm-hmm. And
so I mean, who knows?
The problem is there's not going to be any finality to this story. What you believe now is what you believe, and what the person on the other side believes is what they believe, no matter what they do in this mock trial.
I don't think
Thursday.
so. I think there's relevance to bringing people in front of people and watching how they react, and
don't you think
possibly learning some more facts?
Don't you think Dr. Ford, as a PhD, Doctor, is going to be credible for the most part? My guess is she's going to come off as very credible and smart, and my guess is Judge Kavanaugh will do the same. These are very intelligent people. They're probably both going to sound really credible, and then you go,
yeah,
okay, now what? Tie goes to the runner?
That's probable, but you never know when you bring people in
Yeah.
front and put the spotlight on them, you know?
I saw over the weekend, like, Trump was fucking biting his tongue, like, for days. He's like, Brett's a good guy. We want to hear from this broad.
Yeah, and he had a bunch of rallies, right? So he was definitely tempted to go there, and I think he did, right? Didn't he? Why didn't she report it to the FBI 36 years ago?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know it was killing him because he's like, shit, we're in this Me Too era, #MeToo, so we have to pretend that we care what these broads say, and they're all believed. And so he was putting that stuff out there like, absolutely, we want to hear what both have to say, but Brett's a great guy. It's like, how the fuck do you know what Brett was like in high school, dude? You don't. But then over the weekend, finally it was like you said, why did you say anything 36 years ago?
Yeah.
Why was the FBI called then? Plus, there should be some report to the police or by her loving parents that she said something. It's like, dude.
That is so dumb from the perspective of everybody knows that people react differently to traumas. The girl's 15 years old.
Yeah.
You cannot expect 100% of the time if somebody's sexually assaulted at 15 to come. I mean, how many times do we talk about, like, the Catholic priest thing? I mean, this shit goes on for years and years.
All the
time.
time.
And then adults come forward later when, it finally comes to a head.
What do they call it? Regressed memories and stuff that people, they don't even find out or even recall it.
Yeah,
really
sometimes
until,
even if you did, you're scared. You think you're going to be blamed. You just, you
Dude,
feel.
It sounds easy on its face. Like, oh my God, this happened to me. That's awful. I'm going to go report it. But it's like, okay, well, now you're doing police interviews. Your parents are involved. You were at a party drinking at 15. Like, there's a lot of reasons in there why you wouldn't want to deal with that shit. And then over the years, you put it to the back of your head. You don't tell anyone. People are like, well, no, I never heard anything about it. It's like, yeah, she didn't fucking say anything.
Right.
There's a lot of girls who would not say anything. There's shame, embarrassment, especially 36 years ago. Getting your titties grabbed at a party 36 years ago probably wasn't all that uncommon. So, however she dealt with it over the years, it's like, to me, that doesn't mean anything. And for the president to even get involved, it's like, dude, you were getting praise on both sides of the aisle. Finally, people going, well, it's pretty cool of him to say that we're interested in her side of this. It's like, now you're going to take, dude, stay the fuck out of the road. What are you doing jumping into this?
Yeah.
Why?
Crazy.
And saying something as ridiculous as, well, there's got to be a police report or something from her loving parents. It's like, no, dude.
Well, just fundamentally to suggest that she should have gone to the FBI 36 years. Why would she go to the FBI for a fucking, a state crime, as everybody's pointed out? Like, the FBI has nothing to do with this.
She wouldn't even go to the state police.
Yeah.
She would just go to her local police department and go, this
get
happened.
the big phone book out, the 1982 phone book, and start flipping through and find the local FBI office. Give me a break.
Oh, it's just getting infuriating, all this breaking news, and this is a bombshell.
How confident are you that this is going to actually happen on Thursday, though? I could totally see this. No, so-and-so didn't respond to our requests in time, and so we're going to push it back to the following week. Or Dr. Ford is unable to make it, and it's okay.
I thought
you're just delaying this
set
bullshit.
the date, though. They've said,
is she going to do it in public, or?
I think so. I thought it was going to be a public thing, probably like Anita Hill. She'll probably get railroad. But now the Republicans are like,
didn't we a week ago think she was coming on Monday? Like, what's different about this? Has she confirmed this?
I think it's been confirmed, that they've come out and said she's going to be here Thursday.
Didn't she confirm it before? For Monday?
That's what I thought.
They said they wanted her by Monday, and I thought like last Thursday, she said that her lawyers were like, we've got some ground rules to set out.
I just wouldn't assume that this thing's actually going to happen until we see her sitting there.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think it'll happen.
Because delay is what the playbook here.
Yeah. it's funny to watch these people. Like the Republicans now are in this position of like, fuck. And I think this is kind of condescending too, where they're like, well, we don't really, they're going to hammer Brett Kavanaugh, right? But they're like, well, she's a woman and she's making a claim. We don't want to go too hard at her, as the victim. I'm like, dude, fucking do your job. They're talking about, well, we'll bring a female member of Congress to do.
Yeah, but you understand what the optics, right? I mean,
well,
it's a political issue.
No, totally. No, I get that. It's
so-
just funny that it's like they're already going, fuck, what do we do now? We want to grill this broad about what happened, but
that's why everybody's pointed out it's a bunch
gloves.
of old white men sitting there. How's that going to look?
Yeah. Not good, man. Do you think he ends up getting confirmed in the end? I think I've asked you that before, but
Yeah, my gut the whole time is a close no, but it's looking more and more like yes, because facts like the one that we just referred to, where the female friend is like, I don't know the guy, I don't have any recollection of such a party. Stuff like that keeps coming out, and it's looking more and more like yes.
Well, there was a Fox News poll that came out over the weekend and said majority of their viewers believe her story, and not Brett Kavanaugh. Now, we haven't heard Brett Kavanaugh's story, but I was shocked by that. I was like, really? Wow. No kidding. Most people believe.
But they still want him confirmed.
And some people are trying to tiptoe around the thing and go like, well, do we want to punish someone for something they did when they were 17? Jesus Christ.
There's lots of layers to this thing. It's complicated, man.
It is. And I think what
messy.
What you're going to have here is a tie. At the end, you're going to have two credible-looking people and then go, now what?
It's going to come down to, as we've discussed all along, the 3 or 4 senators who are up for re-election who get nervous and they need to decide, how's this going to look to my constituency when I go back and ask them to vote for me in November? Am I going to be looked at as a stodgy old man or a woman who doesn't care about other women?
Right.
And it's going to... That political lens is what's going to determine this. And it's going to be just a handful of a couple, 3 people.
And even if he does get confirmed, you're going to have people then at the midterms going, you've got to get out and vote these people out. I mean, these people obviously don't care about sexual assault. Look what they just did.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. The people who are up, and I haven't done the work to find out
There's
who
two
those
women that people are pointing to, and then Jeff Flake. He's Arizona, and he's hated fucking Trump since day one. It's like, so they're worried about those 3 in particular.
Flipping.
But yeah, and then this is funny to me too, which is fake news. Big Lee, Cory Booker, who I can't stand. He was Spartacus, right?
Yeah.
It's my Spartacus moment. He apparently wrote a column years ago about for a Stanford University paper 26 years ago, in which he admitted to groping a chick's titties when he was a teenager. And this is resurfaced like, oh, Cory Booker wants to come hard after Kavanaugh. Well, don't forget this little article. And I was like, ooh, that's pretty damning if that's true. I read his article. It was New Year's Eve, 1984. I will never forget. I was 15 as the ball dropped. I leaned over to hug a friend, and she met me instead with an overwhelming kiss.
Wow.
As we fumbled upon the bed, I remember debating my next move as if it were a chess game. With the Top Gun slogan ringing in my head, I slowly reached for her tits. He says breasts, but I'll just titties. After having my
Highway
hand
to the Danger Zone is going through Cory Booker's head.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Those big wide eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highways to the danger zone. So he goes in for a titty grab after she mashes and makes
take
out.
my breath away.
What's the Top Gun slogan?
I mean, got
The need for speed.
The need for
The
speed.
need for speed. Yeah. So that's probably what
Volleyball, men's volleyball.
Men's volleyball.
Those are the 2 things I think of when I think Top Gun.
He was trying to get excited. He was
Shirtless
like,
men.
This is going to be weird if I can't get hard while I'm making out with this chick. There's a lot of rumors that he's a homo, by the way.
So he starts
Not that
thinking of the men's
matters.
volleyball
So
scene.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now he's fucking rock, and he goes in for a titty grab, and she goes, get out of here.
Now
You're-
I've got
aren't
the
you
Top
gay?"
Gun reference.
Yeah.
Go.
And so she slaps his hand away. And it's like, okay, then what happened? You mauled her? You attacked her? You ripped her clothes off? You fingered her? What'd you do now? Our groping ended soon, and while no relationship ensued, a friendship did. The next week in school, she told me that she was drunk that night and didn't really know what she was doing. She said she just wanted to be friends. Ever since puberty, I remember receiving messages that sex was a game, a competition. Another friend in school counseled me on the importance of drinking. With liquor, you'll get them to bed quicker. It's true. It's a good line. Feel free to use that.
Oh, thank you.
I had begun listening to this raw truth from men and women discussing rape about 2 years ago as a peer counselor. The conversations were personal accounts, not rhetoric. They were real life. It was a wake-up call. I will never be the same. I can find little clarity in the torment of emotions I now experience when even allusions to this issue are made. All I have are poignant revisions. I see my friends seeking to get some or to score. I see people making power plays. I see myself at 15 trotting around the bases and stealing second.
Second, the titty grab?
Yeah, second
All right,
base.
first is kissing, and then second's the titty grab. and
Yeah. He had a single. He tried to stretch it into a
What's
double.
a triple?
Finger? He's finger.
Flicking the bean? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then home run or home plate is.
Yeah. Grand slam is anal, I think. So he claims, and that's what people are pointing to. He stole second. And it was like.
Well, it really
that's-
accelerates from second to third, doesn't it?
Oh, boy, yeah. Oh,
I
hell
mean,
yeah.
you know, single, double, that's like nothing, you know?
Yeah, but.
Really get serious.
Yeah.
Once you hit the ball to the corner.
You still didn't clarify to me. I don't know. Is third base a blowjob? I mean,
I think
fingering.
it's got to be hand to vagine.
Has a hand
the
job
bases
or
only
like?
involve the chicks, right? It
I
doesn't
don't-
involve
dude, I
guys like.
guess I'm unclear on this. Isis, can you get the Bing machine going?
I mean,
Because blowjob, it's like. I mean, unless it's blowing a guy.
Because I've never thought this out. You know, you hear this analogy a million times,
Mm-hmm.
right? I got to second base.
First
That's
base is making out with a chick.
I
Second
guess.
base is titties.
I guess.
Maybe dry hump. Third is a finger. It's got to be digits. It's got to be digital penetration, and then home run is obvious. What are you looking up?
Yeah, it's got to be.
But no guy would be like, yeah,
Manual.
I got to third base with that chick. She blew me. You know what I mean? That just sounds. You'd be just like, yeah, dude, I got
someone
blown last night.
put this
Sweet.
into a diagram
Yeah, to me, you
of
know.
the basis.
All right, what do we got?
Kissing, fondling, no touching of taboo areas is first base. Taboo areas, Jay, you want to explain what that would be?
No, I'm looking directly at third, and we're right on, man. Direct stimulation of genital area of either partner.
Of either partner. Okay, I guess you were right.
So,
Actual
that's
coitus
kinda-
is a home run,
yeah,
they say.
actual-
But you're right though. Like it goes from just grabbing a boob to like.
I know, boy.
Okay, so second base, I'm more interested in second. That's touching of secondary erogenous zones, usually meaning the woman's titties.
See, I'm not interested in. I'm interested in third, man.
Well,
Because
third's where all the fun is.
Yeah, it gets really interesting as you're heading into third, as you're sliding into third and/or rounding third.
Are these-
I mean, that's when
Dude, when you're rounding
that's
third,
the fun stuff.
you're
man.
just, it's more, you're just hoping that fucking third base coach is still waving you in. You know what I mean? You just hope to God when you're halfway to third that he's not giving you the fucking double hands up stop sign.
got Gene Lamont waving you in.
Waving you in.
Well, wait,
It's the best
Gino.
feeling ever, dude, when that guy's
Oh,
on third
yeah.
base just waving you home and it's like, oh, I'm in standing. I'm coming in standing.
And are the bases only for guys, right? Like really?
Of course, it's the conquest, E. Come
Right.
on.
No, I'm just saying, right? Like the girls aren't like, oh, I did.
I doubt if girl.
But
yeah,
I don't know what chicks are talking about. No idea.
What did you say?
I know what I'm telling my boys about where I got, what base I landed on.
We'd probably be surprised at what chicks talk about.
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I'm sure we would, but I just like the idea that girls would see it as like, oh my god, I got to second, like, oh, I got to touch his dick. I mean, would that be second base?
Yeah, I don't know that many girls are like trying to get the notch on the bed post
Right.
as
That's
much.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
kinda-
a lot of guys have gotten to third, and they've gotten the signal to come on home, but they've gotten a little excited at third base and tripped around the base, if
Yeah.
you will.
The squeeze play.
Yeah, and then they've had to go back to third humbly. It's too soon, baby. I respect you too much. Stumble off to the bathroom, covering their genital area. So people are trying to make a big deal out of this. I don't even see what he did wrong. He's making out with a chick. At that point in 1984, you're supposed to go, would you mind if I got to second base and groped your breasts?
No, you go right for bosom.
No, dude, be a man. Take control. And then she slaps her hand away. All right. We're
Right,
good.
you're right. His description is
he
I
grabbed
tried
a
to grab
titty,
her breast.
was
She
smacked
said no,
away.
and he said okay. Oh no! if that's
Guilty of
wrong,
stealing
that's-
second. No, you're not. You were playing the game, dog. I mean,
So how is this being portrayed then? Just the red team is like, you've grabbed titties.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm a heterosexual, man.
Well, I think the big thing
Allegedly.
that keeps coming up is stealing second. That even he admits that it was unwanted and he stole that from
Look,
her.
I have no.
It's like, dude.
I have no like confidence, obviously, in some of this game shit. No, that's clear. But my point's going to be like, dude, if it gets to the point, like, if it really gets to the point where people are like, oh, see, you tried to grab a breast, and then she
That's
said
how
no.
babies are made, man.
Like,
we need to
I mean-
populate this world.
Well, girls don't fucking
This shit
like
needs
that,
to
dude.
happen.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like,
and as to Mike's point, if they don't want you grabbing your titties, they'll slap your hand
Slap
away.
your hand away. And that happens, especially early in your career.
Sure.
You know, if you slide into second and the ump calls you out, you fucking go back to the dugout. You don't. Now, if he stood on second and refused to leave, then he's a creep.
I mean, you can make it back to first if you want. If you want to try, I'm with you. I just go back to the dugout.
Yeah, call it a night, man.
Yeah,
Go back to
I
the
don't-
dugout. We'll regroup, and I'll be batting again in a couple innings.
Yeah, I don't recommend going back to first. I
You
mean,
go back to
can.
first with the hopes that you can steal second a few
Right.
minutes later. You know, that's the whole
Right.
point. But no, I don't even like Cory Booker. I know you probably aren't too fond of him either. But
I
it's
don't know
like,
anything about him except Spartacus and crazy eyes.
but he's got a D next to his name.
oh, he's on the blue team.
Yeah, he's on the blue team. So if you've got an R next to him, you hate him and everything he says is a lie and he's trying to ruin the country. But I think we can objectively look at it and go, I don't think you did anything wrong there,
Yeah.
sir. I mean, no offense. I mean, it is what it is, but whatever.
Here, buddy. How long have you been with your grill friend? Kowalski Sausages knows that when you find the right grill, you never need a reservation. She's the perfect +1, there for you in good weather and the bad, grilling up some delicious Kowalski sausages, hot dogs, and kielbasas until rust do you part. And don't forget the olive loaf.
Yeah, it's
Speaking of
delicious.
Kowalski.
We've heard it's amazing. Hopefully they'll send one to you because I know you're
I would
dying to-
love to have like a big packet of olive
Giant
loaf. Just
olive-
put
Sure.
it in the Pabst Blue Ribbon fridge over there and just cut off a hunk every day.
Just yeah.
Could be my pre-show ritual. Pass around some olive
Well,
loaf.
it's better than your other one. What is it? Cheese block and apple? You were on quite a kick.
I've
for a
laid
while
off of
there.
that.
Yeah, you have. I haven't seen that in a while. But you would bring one of those like cheese blocks and just bite it like an apple.
like some.
I thought it was fine if I remember correctly. I
It's
remember
it
delicious.
liking
actually was pretty good. Yeah, yeah. Have you seen this Democratic Congressman Beto O'Rourke?
Yeah, the guy
voted.
down in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Taking on the vampiric Ted Cruz.
Yes, and they've been debating back and forth about gun control.
Is
and
it
about
Beta or Beto or
Beto, yeah, Beto O'Rourke. What a stupid name, Beto O'Rourke.
It's not as like that can't be his real name, right? Beto. O'Rourke sounds very Irish, right?
What is it, Robeto?
Jesus, Bing. Beto O'Rourke.
Is Beto a real name?
Whatever.
That is his name, Beto O'Rourke.
Robert Francis.
Robert, he's going by Beto.
Robert
you
Francis.
son of a bitch.
Beto O'Rourke. Must be a nickname or something.
You know, I was frustrated when Topher Grace came out. And it's like Topher Grace, and it's
That's
like,
so douchey.
it was Christopher, and I just went with Topher.
Hate that.
Yeah. This guy's trying to do the same thing, though. Beto, you're going from Robert, Roberto to Beto? Anyway, just see, he was really happy with this debate he had with Ted Cruz last week.
Yeah, I heard he did pretty good.
Yeah, he did all right, I guess. I didn't watch it, but apparently he held his own, and then he did what he loves to do whenever he celebrates. He goes to Whataburger. He goes to the drive-thru, and he's there, and this guy, he's just hip as shit. And so he's being filmed for Facebook Live or something, and the Who comes on, Bob O'Reilly, and he air drums along to it. And so
He's just one of us, guys. He's
Hell
just
yeah.
one of us.
So I was going to show you that. I know you're big into the air guitar world, air drum world, and see what you think of his skills.
Okay.
Easis, you got it there?
Here, this is gotta. He explains to us so we can get
That's
to
okay.
the part.
Oh,
here.
you can let him explain it. Rather him than us.
Beto, what's he driving?
Looks like a Ram of sorts.
So he sets up the song. It's not
Yeah.
just. It doesn't just come on.
He's air pianoing
He's
too.
He's an air pianist.
Yeah.
Come on back.
Not bad. I mean, at least he's on beat, right?
That's all
Yeah.
I'm gonna do is play air drums for the Who.
He's doing fills and art there.
Yeah. No, he started out all right.
This is gonna be ticky tack, dude, and it's really not the end of the works. I've seen
Well,
much worse.
We can't see his footwork.
Very good point. We can't see his footwork. The problem I have is he's clearly playing a hi-hat at parts, and that is a crash that's being played. That's probably a 12.
crashed?
That's
You want
a
me to bring it
12-inch
back
crash,
here,
dude.
or what?
That is not a hi-hat.
Let's go back
that
to-
Keith Moon is playing. So,
Sorry there.
I'm just impressed that he actually knew the beat at the beginning.
yeah. Again, critical. We don't see his feet.
Yeah.
Well, he's at the car, dude.
See his arm?
Dude,
his right
he's
arm
hi-hat.
is a hi-hat. These are crashes that
Yeah,
are being played,
gotcha.
though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
That's all I wanna do is
Now
play
he's
air
losing it.
drums for the Who.
Yeah, he couldn't sing backup vocals and play.
No.
He's just not. He just doesn't have the talent.
So the question is, who's douchier, him or Ted Cruz? I mean, how do you? Boy,
Well, you, but
I
wait a
guess if
minute,
you're
you
on
have
the
your
red
own
team,
but you have your own personal thing about, some of us don't care about air guitar like you do. Like, for one,
true.
by the way, I should add, there may or may not be some air guitar going on in my dance that I'll be doing.
oh, you and Terrazat dancing with the stars.
Right. And
Dude, if there are chord progression changes, I want to see your fucking hands in the right position. Don't do this bullshit where you're just.
What song is it, Jesus?
Bob Seger, what is it? I'm trying to think.
Hollywood Nights.
Old time rock and roll or something. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me you're going to slide across the stage in your underwear.
Dude.
You're sliding on your socks across the stage in your underwear.
I'm gonna go on my knees. I think is the deal. I'm gonna slide on my knees in front of Tara, and then there's gonna be a spinning thing involved or whatever.
in whitey
but
tighties.
I don't know about that.
Dude, isn't that the only
Jesus.
way you can pull that off? Is in whitey tighties?
I don't know.
Pull up the scene.
have you
You're
seen the
familiar with
Tom
the
Cruise
scene,
scene?
right?
I've
be
never seen
wearing
the movie,
socks
but I've
and
never
a
seen it.
button-down shirt.
Dude, pull
And
up the
whitey
scene.
tighties.
Jesus.
I
What
don't
is it,
know that
Risky
I'm-
Business?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie, but I know the scene very well. Everyone knows it, I'm sure. But
I'd like to see it so we
Just
can
one.
get some detail on
See
what.
how reflective your dance will be of the scene.
well, it's not.
By
I
the
don't
way,
know what Tara's going to do in the scene, though, because this is a solo by Thomas Cruise.
Well, this
Well,
isn't
what
from the
chick does he
movie,
end up
by the
banging
way.
in the movie?
Who's to say that this is about this movie, by the
I can
way?
picture
Oh, I guess
is
this
it
is
Rebecca
it. I've
De
never seen-
Mornay or something like that.
Okay.
I guess this is it, huh?
So she could pour you a glass of that whiskey, Coke.
This is how this goes, huh? This famous.
How long is this, Eve, before you...
Should I?
Yeah. Back it up. Just cranking everything up to 10.
So classic right here.
There's E.
Just take those old records on the shelf.
Look at him, dude. Look at him.
This is this scene, man.
Cruise is something. My
Easy.
God.
That's your outfit. I'm telling you, that's your dance
Candelabra?
outfit.
You have a candelabra, right?
We'll get you one.
I don't know what that is. What do you mean a candle?
candle
What he's
holder.
singing into E.
Oh, a candle. I gotcha.
Oh my gosh. I don't
there's your air
think I've
guitar
ever
moment.
watched this whole scene. Like, I think I bailed like 30
Yeah.
seconds ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
E, this is in your wheelhouse. You like lip syncing. You love air guitar.
Cruz is loving this. Oh my God, he's loving this.
There's E's ending move. Get him a couch on stage. He just starts flailing like a fish in his whitey
Yeah,
tighties.
so where's Tara come in?
I mean, I don't know how to. It's not. That's not the song isn't about this movie, by the way. I mean, there's a song. That song was.
People are going to expect it as soon as they hear.
I'm gonna slide in on my knees. It's gonna be hard in itself. I just pointed out I was going to do air guitar. That was the whole reason I was pointing
Yeah.
this out.
So how many lessons in are you guys? Have you guys been going? Have you done like a few now?
I think like 4.
Have you gotten hard at all, or semi-hard, or hard at
Jesus,
any
be
point
honest.
during
Be
the
honest with us.
lessons?
No. No.
Would you tell us if you have?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't.
We're going to get 50 O'Douls in you, and you will tell us.
right.
If I asked Tara, like, would she know? Like, if you were behind her, it was a kind of an intimate move.
I mean, there is a moment where we are kind of behind each other, so
Yeah.
sliding a little bit back and forth, I guess.
So you're behind her, and
kind of going like this.
don't
this.
you dare.
I
Don't
know.
you dare.
if you get hard in your whitey tighties, so help me. Fuck. Dress
If I find
And
or
if I
hear
have-
the individual that has said that about me, I will pull your goddamn tongue out with the roots.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Dress codes in schools, are those still big today? I mean, obviously, take Catholic schools and uniforms and shit out of it. Have your kids ever gotten? I'm sure yours haven't gotten in trouble.
No, it's
like,
never been an issue. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably would have if his Manny's girl wore those. What was it, Manny's
Manny's ass.
Manny's ass? Were they shorts?
The little boy shorts he bought. Yeah.
So would she, if she wore those to school with
That
Manny's
would have
ass-
probably been a violation. Yeah.
cross the line or
Yep.
something? What if it was? If it's true, the truth is what it is, though. If it's like, dude, I'm Manny, and that is in fact my ass. So
Oh my God.
of all kids, that's my favorite story of the year.
Yeah.
It's just dynamite. Anyways, there's some people in California, of course, Alameda School District. I guess it's near San Francisco, and they've relaxed their dress code things because it was deemed to be sexist against girls, because usually girls are wearing sexier outfits.
They're the ones who want to wear the little short shorts and have their midriff showing and their titties on display.
Yeah, it's like it's not sexist; it's reality. Like there's a hunt going on.
I know we've talked about this so many times, but I've looked at articles like this. You go on Facebook and you get into the comments or YouTube and shit. And dude, they're all what you would think they'd be. People, well, just teach your boys not to be monsters, and just teach your boys to be able to treat. Dude, you can be a very respectful guy who's not going to grope a woman, not going to do any of that shit.
It's biology.
But you're a guy.
Yep.
You're not going to look at, and you're a teenager, a
the
high
world,
school
everybody.
guy.
Yeah,
I think people don't want it. That's
funny.
the goal. Is to just not have. We're not gonna have sex anymore.
Just neuter everyone.
Right.
Yeah, I was. It's funny you say that because one of the kids, Henry Mills, he's an incoming freshman. If someone is wearing a short shirt and you can see her stomach, it's not her fault that she's distracting other people. It's like, relax, Hank. You're 14, an incoming freshman. At some point, you'll get why this is distracting. Yeah. You know what I mean? And sexist, whatever. I mean, sexist is dumb, but that's what they've deemed it. So now.
I'm sure if you try to press your ball really hard, your left testicle, and have that press super hard against little short shorts, I bet that guy will be sent home just like a chick with titties on display.
Absolutely, he would. Especially if half of it's popped out.
Just half the ball.
You know, like a shirt that's cut too low on a chick, and you can see half the titty meat.
Half the ball, like a little baby bird.
Yeah, like if you wore short shorts and half of your right ball, half of your left ball were just peeking out the ends.
It's like a little bird ready to jump out of the nest.
Absolutely. And it's like, what do you do? Eyes up here, ladies. Eyes up here.
You'd be sent home.
My eyes are up here. You would be. And you wouldn't go, oh, that's just sexist. It's like, no, kid, half your balls are hanging out.
And so what should they be allowed to, what should they be allowed to wear? You know,
well, I'm telling you.
Bra and panties? Just walk, no, but you know what I mean? Like, and just be like, oh, wow.
Dude, this is hilarious. Specific midriff-bearing shirts, now acceptable. So chicks can wear those cut off, their stomach hanging out. Awesome.
Oh, my God.
Tank tops, spaghetti straps, all fine. Other once banned items, gone are restrictions on ripped jeans, hoodies in class. If students want to come to school in pajamas, fine. That's what kids are going to do. They're going to wear fucking pajamas to school.
Oh, they basically already, yeah. What are fucking leggings? I mean.
Yeah.
Leggings have desensitized, I think, a lot. You know,
what are those, yoga pants?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, everyone's wearing those.
Chicks wearing those, just their complete asses on display. I think people don't even, blink.
Well, it was funny. It was either last year or the year before when I went to the mall doing Christmas shopping, and it was hilarious to see the amount of girls in yoga pants and Ugg boots.
Yeah.
Like that, it was just like
it's the uniform.
100 of them. I'm not even kidding. You just walk around. It's like, oh yeah, there it is. There's the combo: Ugg boots and the yoga pants.
Dude, I saw this girl on Friday. Oh my gosh, I was at the bar and there was like 3 girls, and there was like the smoking hot one with the boyfriend very clearly because he was with her. Some fat one, and then the middle one that was like used to be attractive,
but got sloppy.
But got a little sloppy, but she still wanted to wear the midriff and then the pants, and so it's kind of starting to dip over. But here's the worst part: she was sitting at the bar at one point, sitting back, and she had a tramp stamp. And I noticed that she did this thing. You know, the girls, I love it. Like, they wear these pants and they just they keep pulling them up as if they don't
hiking them up.
Right, but they know they're going down because they really want to go down because they want us to see this shit. But they have to pretend that like, oh, I'm not a total slut. But she like pulled her pants up a little bit, and then 5 seconds later, probably more like 5 seconds, she realized, oh shit, I might have pulled these up past my tramp stamp though, and then like lowered it down a little bit because she's like, oh, I don't want to pull them up too high because I got this.
And you're just sitting there watching this whole thing unfold.
Yeah, I mean, I got this tattoo back here. I might as well show it off.
Jesus sees through it all, man.
Oh, he does. He sure does. Yoga pants. I know girls think they're a best friend. Yoga pants, because they can cover a lot. They can, before it gets too far down the tracks and runs away. Yoga pants can cover some subtle mistakes and errors, right, in the body.
Yes,
I've never really thought of them like that, man.
But it definitely can, though.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah.
And I think girls are leaning on that a lot. Thinking, it's no big deal.
You think?
Fucking yoga pants will cover it.
I think if you're leaning that way, though, wouldn't you throw in some jeans where
that's
like,
not what they do, though.
I understand, but
yeah,
I guess,
agree.
I think they just think they look fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Like I think they're like big asses are in now.
Yeah, they're the shit now.
And so I'm going to display my big ass, and I don't care. I'm not trying to cover anything. That's the sense I get, is just everybody's like, yeah, look at my big fat ass.
But it's hard to get a big fat ass without a big fat gut, too. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to just specifically eat to get fat on just
Yeah, I know,
buttocks.
but I'm not seeing a lot of chicks like midriff bearing and yoga pants. Are you? I'm seeing like shirts that come down to their waist.
Yeah, I see that look from time to time. I guess not all the time. I just see like it's like I know what you're doing. You think those are hugging and pulling everything tight and everything. It's like nah, it's kind of falling apart. You know, you're relying too much on the yoga pant to cover up some mistakes, which is fine. So, anyways, the new policy is a sweeping reversal to modern school dress codes. So many of the old rules targeted girls, while language calling such attire distracting sent the wrong message. It kind of is distracting, though. You know, if a chick's got half her tits on display, and you're a kid at 15, 16, 17.
It's, again, this overall ignoring of biology, you know?
Yeah.
To acknowledge that it's just a simple matter of biology where men are turned on by that would be then to get into the weeds about transgender and all that and have to acknowledge biology.
Yeah.
So if you're just across the board, like, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
It's sexist,
It sends the wrong message that my titties hanging out of my shirt are distracting to boys.
Free the nipple.
They are, though. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just reality.
They're sexual objects.
Dude, they are. I mean, we'll let the kid borrow them for a couple months, but then back to us. Anyway, so one math teacher there, Marie Sue, says she's all for equality, but the new rules send a message that it's fine, even appropriate, to sex it up. I think that's them. That's probably the message that will be sent. So 24 states have policies that give local school districts the power to adopt their own dress code. Some have statewide policies like Arkansas, which they prohibit the wearing of clothing that exposes the underwear, buttocks, or the breast of a female. Bad.
It's just crazy you have to have policies like this, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We have rules and dress codes that target one group. It sounds like we're blaming that group, which is always tended to be women. I can't believe grown adults are having this conversation for real.
Yeah. Well, we're done with the Bert and Ernie sexuality thing. Now we're moving on to that.
Yeah, we settled that.
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie are gay, and yeah, that's what it is.
Hey, you already know that the Hamlin Pub is a great place to watch the big tackle ball game or even out for an evening with your girl. Big tackle ball game tonight, gentlemen, right?
Oh, yeah.
Lions are going to get off the schneid and get their first win, right?
Tom Brady's in town. He's going to suck.
But are you aware of Hamlin Pubs' amazing Tuesday and Thursday food specials? Well, Tuesdays, they're burger and brew days. That's an Angus burger, fries, and your choice of 12-ounce domestic beer or soda. And I bet they have O'Doul's, too. Just $6.99. If pizza's more your thing, then get there on Thursdays when you'll get half-off pizzas. Of course, these specials are all good at all 5 locations. Hamlin Pub's locations: Clarkston, Chesterfield, Rochester, and 2 in Shelby Township.
Another longtime athletic trainer is in some trouble from a Montana high school. I don't know if you read about him, Jay.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Give me a couple facts here.
Well, they say he's going after what's his name's record. The guy
Nasser.
from Michigan State, Nasser. But yeah, there was a lawsuit filed on Friday.
Fingers of Vagine.
No, he was into boys. And this is, dude, this is crazy shit. At least 18 victims have already been ID'd. They say that's the tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg. He was reached by phone, this gentleman. What's his name? James Doc Jensen. Yeah, what's up, Doc? And he was reached by phone, and he said, I apologize to the victims that I assaulted. I did masturbate some of the boys, but, and I'm sorry for that.
He's not a selfish lover.
Yeah.
He had the common decency to give a reach around.
Absolutely. He says, I really hope my actions didn't do a lot of emotional or other trauma to the boys.
Do you hope
that settles that.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling. Gotta go now.
Well, we'll never speak of this again. Moving on. Moving forward.
He began as a part-time athletic trainer for the high school in the early 70s and continued till 1998. They fear hundreds of boys. He had this thing called he developed an elaborate thing called the program, right? So the program is a system he promised would enhance athletic performance of the boys, some as young as 14, by boosting their strength, fitness, and testosterone levels.
Nice.
Which is what you want. You know, this was in the era of steroids, and it's like, boys, we can't be cheating and using steroids, but, you know, work with me on the program. It's a 10-step program, and we'll boost those testosterone levels. We'll get you kicking ass on the field. And so the grooming regimen began with a routine, state-mandated physical exams in which he touched the boy's genitals under the guise of a hernia check. God damn it. Turn your head and cough, really. He took advantage of turn your head and cough. Unreal. Although he has no medical...
God.
He's got no medical training, though, Jay. See, the touching escalated to nude massages. I mean, dude, we remember being in high school, right? Vaguely.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. And
Rings a bell.
we played on sports teams. I got taped up. My ankles got taped up every game. If my coach...
This all was very much on our minds then. Like the notion that that wool could be pulled over our eyes and
No
we could be
fucking way,
convinced.
dude.
No, this is more on our minds than it is today.
Yes,
you know?
I
It's like,
know.
Whoa! Did you look at my dick? You
Dude.
know, I mean, it's very.
We're making eye-to-eye contact
Yeah.
when you do a fucking hernia check, dickhead. Don't get hard.
Yeah, who
Like,
are
we
these
were-
kids that you just get fooled into this?
We would have run out of that room screaming, "Fag in the athletic trainer's room! Fag in the athletic
For
trainer's
sure.
room!" I mean, dude, he touched my ball for more than
Yes.
1.2 seconds. I coughed and it was still on there. Like,
You would have no problem completely outing administrators, coaches, teachers.
would
You
be
would be
welcome.
yelling it, running down the hall. You'd
Yeah.
be laughing,
Yeah,
of course.
laughing.
But you would have no problem with that.
this is why it's like, how do you get to the point where it's like you're just jacking boys off? And it's like, Jay, you really thought your testosterone levels are getting boosted by letting
I
coach
did.
jack you off?
He convinced me.
Yeah, he talked me into it over a few week period. I kind of feel like a dick.
He groomed me.
I was groomed.
How do you get groomed into that?
Dude.
I don't remember being that old. I didn't know. No.
At 14, maybe a guy could have jacked me off once. But, dude, by the time I'm 16, 17, in
Really?
junior, senior, no, not really.
You seem kind of. Didn't he seem kind of.
I don't know.
Certain
Well, I was influenceable. I mean,
Yeah, that
to,
is
to
true.
say without question, dude, you would have been blowing teachers. Don't give me that shit. Like you
They
would
could have plied you with gifts, right?
Yeah, probably. Cash was big to me back
Yeah.
then. Smokes, carton of smokes for a hand job. Yeah, I'll let you jack me off for a carton of smokes.
2 stones, 1 bird.
Sure. So, anyways, he's doing hernia checks, but he's got no medical training, which is nice.
It's a pretty involved hernia check.
So, yeah, it escalated to nude massages, masturbating the boys, measuring their penises, collecting their semen for testing, and sex and oral sex and digital anal penetration. How the fuck?
I guess maybe there is this line like if he's not making them do it to him, if it's all happening to them, maybe that's a different kind of line.
Why
That somehow
on
you
earth
can
would
grip-
the athletic trainer be
I don't
blowing
know,
you?
dude.
What? Like
Dude,
what?
believe me, I'm on record. I just stated how I would have reacted, but maybe maybe there is a way
Yeah.
to groom these guys. They're getting the pleasure out of it. They're not having to turn to his smelly old ball sack and do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could fall for a lengthy hernia check, or maybe like a prostate exam that went awry.
I mean, we've all had
Ari.
that tailor who lingers.
Yeah, kind of gets in there a little tight, But dude, when you're but after that though, he had an office at the high school inside the boys' locker room, which had a large window overlooking the showers. Bay window.
Well, that's convenient.
Sure. Yeah, we're setting up offices for the new year, and he said, "Ooh, I'll take the one
Yeah,
in the boys'
yeah.
locker room with the giant bay window looking into the shower." What creeper installed that, by the way?
Seriously, man.
I thought it was weird that my
What kind
gym
of
teacher.
side project is your handyman doing?
Yeah, let's just put a window in there. It's
Hey, man,
like,
I'm going to need you to just jackhammer out a wall
Yeah.
and throw some windows here.
nice window here, and people. No one went. Dude,
This
that's
is overlooking a shower.
like the men's shower. Like, why would
Like
you?
the boys' shower,
Yeah.
not the men's shower. The boys' shower.
boys' shower. And it's like, dude, whatever. That's what it was. Some of the treatments took place at his home. He required the boys seeking treatment to remove all of their clothes, regardless of the location of the injury on the body.
Coach, I got hit in the ear. My ear hurts right here.
Might have a concussion. Well, you know protocol, boys. Let's get nude and figure out what's going on here. I think I broke my toe, coach.
That's where you turn to pressure points, right? Oh, you know what? We got a pressure point right here, right inside your leg.
Dude, I would walk out of there and be like, "Hey, Jay, hold on. Before you get in your car to go home, hold on a second. Dude, I rolled my ankle in the game. It's fucking killing, swollen up and stuff. Doc just made me get fully nude to check my ankle out. Does that seem
So there's
weird?
a pressure point inside my anus.
Yeah, it's weird. Is that weird?
I'd be like, no. Go back in there, man.
You need more treatment. You need more treatment. And then you would call all of our buddies.
Mike's getting fingered by coach.
So he suggested athletes who were some of the boys complained to the coaching staff, but the coaching staff insisted the boys receive massages and other treatments despite their objections. So it's like, this guy's putting his finger in my butt, coach. It's like, yeah, I know. Get in there and get your fucking treatment. Let's go. Some of the coaches, it was like a long running joke. Like, did you enjoy your massage?
Oh
son?
my God.
Yeah.
Send him to the lion's den, huh?
Totally. He targeted young athletes who, because of their smaller size, I would have been a total target.
Yeah, you would.
You know what I mean? I was wee. Small size, lack of natural ability. They're underperforming, and so
Sweet mullet.
he promised the boys a natural method for enhancing performance by increasing their testosterone level, strength, and fitness. The program and its pioneering methods, and he came up with this program of pioneering methods, promised amazing results that the public and other schools would presume they're going to think we're cheating because you're going to do so much better. So we got to keep this on the DL, kids.
Yeah.
It's got to be kept on the down low because they're going to assume you're cheating because you're going to be that awesome.
Performance enhancing.
Totally.
Where's this taking place? Montana?
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't it just seem like, yeah, of course it's Montana, right? Montana or South Dakota?
Yeah, sure,
you know?
sure. One of the Dakotas.
Yeah.
Probably South. You're right. So you got to keep this a secret. He told some of them, look, you know I keep jacking you off and taking that cum in a cup, and I'm doing these tests on them. Eventually, this is going to be published in a book, the results, and you guys might be able to share in the royalties. So keep it quiet, though.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wait, how long? But wait a minute. Like,
Diabolical.
how long? Like, all the other shit. Forget. Say they. Okay, well, this is helping me. Say you reason all that. Once you don't start scoring goals or like getting a better, 40 time, how long does?
Don't question the program, E.
Sorry.
When does he lose credibility in his program? Is E's question.
Well,
I don't know, E.
What he told some of the kids was like, "Oh, you think the program's not working for you? Well, why don't you go talk about it then? You're going to be called a homo. So, have fun being called a homo by the whole school."
He's got this thing zipped up every which way.
Dude, there's not a hole in this fucking program. It's brilliant. He said, "Yeah, they're going to call you a homo if you don't comply with the program's demands or keep it secret. So, good luck with that. All right, see you later. See you in the training table in an hour." As evidence of the program's effectiveness, he would generate fictitious charts going, "Dude, I know you haven't scored yet this year or at all in the last 2
But
years.
these are the numbers, and you're
You're
me.
faster. Your testosterone levels are through the roof. I mean, dude, it's just sheer luck that you haven't scored a hat trick a game. I mean, it's coming because look at the chart. The graph is all going up." And so they would show charting the
So much time of his day, so much
That's something.
effort.
It's so important to him.
So much effort.
In his home, he set up a private office with a massage table that he called the training room. The home also included a lounge area where boys would gather to play video games, eat snacks, drink, and look at porn.
Of course.
Was he
This guy go to
married at
bike
all,
shop?
or
We've seen this
the
before.
back of a bike shop.
Dude,
does it say if he's married at all, or?
Did he film it all? Of course he filmed it all.
I don't
right?
know that he filmed it.
There's got to be like hours upon hours of video of these kids.
Dude, if all I got to do is get jacked off by the trainer, though, and then I get to go drink, play video games, eat whatever I want at his badass crib, that's not... I don't know, dude.
Dude, honestly, you and Moop are like perfect candidates for this shit. You too.
That's not true.
That is true.
One of the necessary levels would include testicular massages. I mean, it's just part of the program. Deal with it. That would result in significant boost in testosterone levels. I didn't know that does that. He would then masturbate the boys to ejaculation.
I wonder if anyone would said, "Hey, coach, can I do this on my own? What if I?"
No.
Seems like it seems like I could probably do this at home.
There's no way you can know how to properly, massage.
The stroke and the
Yeah.
He went to school for this.
The boys were assured that the masturbation was just clinical. This is not sexual. Listen to this. He advised them that it was necessary for it to be a man that's jacking you off and massaging your balls, as opposed to a female trainer, because any sexual arousal would be counterproductive to the production of the testosterone.
Oh my God, this guy!
Yeah, he would allegedly begin. He would begin collecting and testing the boys' semen. I'm assuming that's a taste test.
Did he apply it to flutes, or did he just
Straight from the
drink
cup.
it? Yeah.
Just
frosting
tap.
on cookies.
Yeah, maybe he might have just taken it from the tap. Who knows?
Right.
The program included body measurements taken by him, including bicep, chest. So far, so good. Eventually, penis length measurements. I don't know why that's necessary, but who might argue with the program and the results he's clearly getting?
The data he kept, required it.
He would tell the boys, who became reluctant to continue, in the program that their levels had stopped rising. So you're quitting. Yeah, I can tell. You're on a downward spiral here with your testosterone levels because it's not getting jacked.
How many confirmed boys do they have?
18. They say possibly hundreds. Hundreds. Some of the staff knew. At least one of the members of the football coaching staff made multiple inappropriate jokes regarding these special massages. In 1998, finally, a parent came forward and was like, "You know, I think it's weird that this dude's jacking my son off and testing his semen levels."
I know we're in Montana and all, but
yeah. So anyway, they were like, and he's doing hernia checks on these boys without any medical license or anything.
Like every 3 minutes.
And then the school was like, well, he no longer works here. He's been relieved of his duties. They didn't call a single parent, let anyone know. This has been going on. No counseling for kids. But, dude, honestly, I just don't know how over 28 years that goes on and it doesn't get stopped. All it would take is one kid going home, one blabbermouth. Yeah,
Finally did.
Yeah,
You know?
I know. But, dude, you would think season one.
Because there's shame, man, right? I mean,
That's why I say it just takes one. It just takes one brave kid to go, I don't know, maybe it is medical, I don't know, clinical, whatever, but coach, trainer, doc jacked me off today at school while massaging my balls. And if you were a parent hearing that, you'd be like, yeah, cool. Yep, clinical. Totally. No! You'd immediately start calling the school and go, what the fuck is doc doing jacking my boy off? Wouldn't you?
Yes.
If Manfred came home and was like, Dad, coach jacked me off today, wouldn't you have a problem with that? Go home and go, dude, you don't have any weird, like, the program thing in the athletic trainers or anything like
Pulls
that.
out a chart.
He's like, oh, yeah, my levels are going up. Look at my penis has grown 3 inches in the last 4 years. I've been in the program for 4 years now, Dad. You'd
My
faint.
output. Oh, dude.
You would faint,
Yeah.
and then you'd be brought up on murder charges after
Right.
killing Doc. You know what I mean?
It's true.
You'd go into a rage. Anyway, let's take a quick time out. And got an update on those shoes that Nordstrom was selling for $530 that look like a homeless man would
Sold
wear.
like hotcakes, dude.
Hotcakes. That's a quote. We'll get to that more next.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. The Detroit Cast continues now, bitches. Here are Mike and Jay.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. And should mention again, don't forget, put it on your calendar, September 29th, next Saturday, this coming Saturday. We got the Hamlin Pub, 22 and Hayes. Come out and say hi to us, have a beer. Trivia contest that everyone can get involved with. You team up with people. We'll have prizes, including the winning team. Up to 6 people on the team. You can go solo, 2 players, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever you want. And you can show up as a solo and just team up with other people, too. Make a super team. We don't give a shit. And we'll have TDC trivia going on. And the winning team, one of the prizes includes being able to cut E's hair. We'll have shears and scissors on hand, rubber gloves.
Yeah.
And you can do any style you want.
Yeah, and that's one of the prizes. Don't misunderstand and think, dude, I don't even want to win this shit. I don't want to cut his hair. That's just one of the things you can do.
So we're saying the hair included is eyeballs and above. You're not including the beard, right, E?
Right.
Eyeballs and above.
It's my hair. It's this.
I
Everyone
know.
knows what
We
your
just
hair
said
is. Cut
eyeballs
your
and
hair.
above.
eyeballs and above. You just agreed to that. So
well,
He's already
eyebrows
showing
are
nipples
on
to
the-
knees. So
eyebrows
we're
are on
not-
the table. That
I did
means.
not say that. I didn't agree to that.
Where are your eyebrows? Above or below
I
your
didn't,
eyeballs?
You know what, though? No, you said something, and then you just started repeating it, and then you threw it in my mouth. I'm not going to do this bullshit.
Did
where
he
it's
or
get-
did he not agree
well, I
to
didn't,
eyeballs
No,
and
I
above?
did not. No,
Check
not
the record.
Well, I'm not agreeing to it right now.
What do they call
it's
the-
my hair? I said I'm the
the
one who
transcript?
offered this
Yeah,
fucking.
that's the
No,
transcript.
fuck you.
Can
It's
you
a
back
good
it
thing
up?
that we're recording this.
Yes.
I'm the one who offered this up. Fuck you. I never agreed to eyebrows. It's hair. My hair.
Eyeballs and above.
I never agreed
hair,
to that.
eyeballs and above.
Nope,
Yep,
I never
yep,
agreed
that's
to
right,
that.
not the
Nope.
beard.
No,
Exactly. We'll leave the beard alone.
No, it's my hair.
Okay, and you can do anything you want.
Eyebrows are
Jay,
not
is
part
there
of my
any
hair.
style of hair that's off the table?
I don't think so. I mean, honestly, they could leave it and I'd be happy.
You'd be happiest, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident of that.
I think I'd be partially seeing male pattern baldness.
Dude, I am
honestly.
so partial to fucking the ring around the head of hair. That's it, and just fucking bald as shit on the top.
This will be a whole.
People have done that though, right? Didn't his hero on Jackass do that once, or am I
Maybe.
imagining that?
I know, like,
be
aren't there
fitting, though.
football teams that do that to rookies?
Maybe.
Where they get to shave their head however they want, and I think I've seen male pattern baldness on some of those guys. It's not a terribly attractive look, but it might work on Eve.
This will be really
We
interesting,
didn't think
'cause
bald would work, but that worked with him.
I haven't told my parents about this, and my dad. I mean, everything he does in life is about how you present yourself. Like, and like I know, but like we've talked about it on the show.
I know,
like
my dad's the same way, dude. I
Right,
get
the
it.
idea of walking out with sweatpants and stuff. So the thought that I come home Sunday or Saturday night or
Yeah,
whatever.
you got to move out of your house, dude.
Yeah.
The fact
It's
that we're
time.
talking about what your dad might think of your hair when you're a 38-year-old man.
I was more
this
just
is-
bringing it up as a funny thing on the show, not that.
Yeah,
I'll do what I
it just
well,
reminded me. You got to get out of there.
Oh.
Hi, Mrs. Fady, by the
Okay.
way.
Hi,
I
Mrs.
mean, no
Fady.
offense, but
Yeah, I
he's got to
understand.
get out of there.
Yeah, and Jay and I have nothing to do with this. We're not using the clippers ourselves or scissors. So don't
Correct.
blame us for this.
I'm not
bullshit.
blaming anybody. I'm just.
No, we're talking to Mrs. Fady right now. E.
Okay.
Back off. Take a knee for a minute. So don't blame us, Mrs. Fady. You like to throw a lot of shade at Jay and I, and it's unfair.
She does.
That's how my
unfair and
mom. That's how
unwarranted.
my mom handles all the things that I do negatively. She doesn't tend to.
Just blames us.
Yeah.
Well, no, but throughout my life, like I remember being at Specs.
They were
and-
those parents. Everyone else is
never
a bad
eases-
influence.
yeah.
Not my boy.
No, it's
My boy's
weird.
a
No,
good
it's
boy.
no, it's weird. No, I'm not. No, she yells at me, and she absolutely in school would. I mean, she definitely blames me for things, but she has these weird things where it's like.
People take advantage of you.
Well, like I remember, like when I was in Specs, I was already starting to have like a kind of faux hawk kind of hair. I was getting into the punk rock thing, and there was this girl that I liked, and like she started blaming the girl on the reason that I was getting more into punk rock, and was like, dude, I was already cutting my hair like this before I even knew who this person was. So it's like little things like that where she.
That is, dude, you realize that is like a conversation meant for middle school between parent and child, right?
I'm just telling you, this was in 2006 even. So when I
Again,
went to.
you need to get out of there.
Yeah, it's time.
Hey,
It's time,
everybody.
Jesus.
Zott Ford and Holly has a major announcement. It's Truck Month, and they have deals that are almost too good to be true. During September and only at Zott Ford, experience their world-famous 2-for-1 truck event. You get 2 new F-150 trucks for just 1 low payment. What's the hook, you ask? Simple. You must drag your ass off the couch and get to Zott Ford and Holly before September ends. Here are the details. Lease a new 18 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 at $363 a month and drive home with 2 of those trucks, period. Head to Zott Ford, pick out your 2 new trucks, that's plural, pay 1 low payment. Only from your wacky friends at dealsinthed.com.
We mentioned last Friday's show, I believe we were talking about the Golden Goose Superstar taped sneaker that Nordstrom was selling for $530. I guess some Italian designer or some shit, and famous for kind of doing this oddball.
Yeah. And the Twitter outrage focused on, oh, you're shaming homeless people. It's like, no, this is the story is that people will pay for this, unbelievably.
Yeah.
Just the slacker look.
And is that end of the world to shame fucking homeless? I mean, like, it's not something to be proud of anyways. I mean, there should be a little shame in that, right? I'm telling you, I was driving around this weekend, and, like, I'm driving down Telegraph. Like, every corner, dude, there's another person standing there.
Yeah.
Guy came running over to the car. Oh, you got something for me. He comes
First
running
Amendment
over.
right.
And I'm like, dude, if you're not in a wheelchair missing a leg, fuck off, man. Don't come jogging over to my car. You look perfectly healthy. Go. And it's like, no, dude, I can make way more an hour doing this than I can at McDonald's. Fuck that. And it's like every corner, there's a woman here, a guy there, guy that looks like he's homeless there.
Yeah, I'm going to go
like,
on record and say none of those people really want to be there.
I know, but dude, we've heard stories of people doing that, like leaving work, going to the, parking somewhere.
It happens, but I think it's very rare.
But don't you think it's odd that in the best economy we've ever had, with more jobs than that we have people to fill them, that we're seeing more and more people on the corner begging for fucking money? I mean, that just doesn't...
I'm not seeing more and more. Like, I know you have this one example of you said you drove down this road.
I'm seeing it all the time. You guys aren't seeing that?
I see the same ones.
Yeah.
Like I see the same intersections that I have for a couple of years.
It's weird. Anyways, so, we weren't supposed to shame the homeless, and I'm not suggesting we do, but, these shoes. But who are the fucking assholes that are going... Because these sold out. Mm. These shoes for $530 that look like shit at Nordstrom sold out. And, quote, sold like hotcakes. Mm. Who is the guy buying those?
Well, here's my thing. Like, if you had any knowledge of the outrage, not that I'm outraged, I don't care, like Mike said, like, I don't give a shit. I don't think that this was slamming homeless people. But if you had any knowledge of that, did you buy them and then going out, those shoes that people have said are making fun of homeless? Look at them right here, baby.
Yeah. If
you know
I
what
saw
I mean?
a
Like,
guy walk into a bar wearing those, I'd just be like, you fucking douche. You seriously went to race to Nordstrom to spend $530 on those? I mean, that just doesn't...
I feel the same way as people who buy the newest Yeezys or whatever it is for $800. I don't know. I just don't get that.
Yeah.
Just the supply and demand. It's the new thing. It's the fad.
That's just crazy, man. I'll never get it. But I mean, I guess how is it different from wanting a fucking horse on your shirt? You know? I mean, whatever. Serena Williams. She had the dust up, was that a week, 2 weeks ago?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
US Open.
She has recently. She's looking out for breast cancer awareness in part of this campaign. So she is stripping nude. I saw that look on your face, and singing along to the Divinyls classic. I Touch Myself.
Dude, was that the hottest song ever?
Oh,
when did that come out? Like 90? I mean, that was before its time. That was, wow.
Revolutionary.
It really was.
It
I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe the video. I couldn't believe the song.
I
couldn't believe they got away with it. I'm like, are like moms hearing this? Because
it was ballsy, man.
They're just flat out saying, when I think about you, I touch myself. Oh.
Released November 19th, 1990.
Nice call. It's right up there. There's certain songs that break through for no reason. It's like, the Humpty Dance is a chance to do the hump. You know that one? Or like,
damn it, baby. You do the Humpty Hump.
Once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. You know, that line is
That was probably like 90 as well.
Yeah, probably.
90, 91.
You got what I need.
But you say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you. Once there was a boy who couldn't go to school, so... Yeah, that was
by
Crash Test Dummies.
There you go. Very good. And this is one of those songs. When I think about you, I touch myself. Huge. So anyways, it's putting myself in a very vulnerable moment, but just to make a huge statement I think is really important. Everybody's aware of breast cancer. Do we need breast cancer awareness still? We're aware. Everyone's aware, right? Breast cancer, I'm aware of it.
The whole NFL goes pink.
Yeah, thank God. Otherwise, I wouldn't be aware of breast cancer.
And then, of course, let's not forget now that we have the high schools
Even
that
the
have
high schools, yes.
They care.
Yes,
of course. Lisa Wilkinson, I guess, interviewed Serena and spoke highly of the soon-to-be released commercial. When you see that ad in full, let me tell you, Serena can sing like an angel.
So what is it? They're checking for breast cancer? Is that the theme behind this? It's not just like, yeah, I'm flicking my bean and be aware of breast cancer.
I don't know. I guess someone died, probably of breast cancer. It was Chrissy. She was, I don't know, that's her name. Anyways, it's about her. She raised awareness, and so they're continuing this thing.
Using the Divinal song. When
Yes.
I think about you, I touch myself. I'm just wondering how that fits.
Well,
is it a a self-exam?
Serena talked about the influence and said the I Touch Myself song was to let everyone know that it's important to touch yourself and check up on yourself.
Okay. There you
And I'm calling bullshit on that. The Divinal song, I Touch Myself, was not about
go.
checking
Of course
your
it
titties.
wasn't. Of course it wasn't.
I
It
have
was
to-
flat out.
Would you like to read some of the lyrics there? And tell me if this is about breast cancer awareness.
I love myself. I want you to love me. When I feel down, I want you above me. I search myself. I want you to find me. I forget myself. I want you to remind me. I don't want anybody else. And when I think about you, I touch myself. Oh, I don't want anybody else. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. You're the one who makes me come running. You're the sun who makes me shine. When you're around, I'm always laughing. I want to make you mine. I close my eyes and see you before me. Think I would die if you were to ignore me. A
And I
fool
touch my
could
titties
see
and
just
check for
how much I
cancer.
adore you. I'd get down on my knees. I'll do anything for you. I don't want anybody else.
I
And
check
when
my
I think
titties for
about
cancer.
you, I touch myself.
myself. Oh.
Yeah, that's about flicking your bean.
Yeah, it's about flicking your bean. It sounds like she's infatuated with a dude.
But as applied, I mean, to Serena's point, they're putting it to a breast cancer
She
thing.
actually said, though, the iconic song was about touching yourself and check up on yourself.
No.
No, it's about bean flicking, not titty checks.
She's saying to the extent it's involved now, the I Touch Myself song was to let everybody know it's important to touch yourself, check up on yourself.
More importantly, do you want to see Serena nude, even if they're blurred out?
No, but I would watch that video again right now.
The Divinals?
It's,
He doesn't know how to spell the Divinals. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
I mean, it's
I seriously couldn't believe they were getting away with that. That was like like Tipper Gore.
Oh,
front and center. You know what I mean?
absolutely,
It's
yeah.
like, hey, Tipper, you missed one.
Yeah.
I mean, that was insane.
Well, it probably had the PMRC label on there, on the CD.
Sure.
You know?
I don't know. That was over the top.
Yeah. Crazy. You want to watch just a minute of it?
Just a minute. Let's not get booted off YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got those big titties. Oh,
Yeah.
my God. It's all coming rushing back.
Oh, hell yeah.
The blood is coming rushing back.
Yeah, nice things. Who was that? Do you remember who the singer is for the Divinals? Nah. Doesn't matter. Can't remember her titties, though.
I mean, can you believe this? Honestly.
Yeah,
With the chorus, I touched myself.
Isn't it fucking sad and hilarious? Like, I never thought anything about it, but it's like, dude, if you were a chick singing in a band, you had to dress like that.
Yeah.
And like
Lita Ford, even,
Yeah.
She's the rocker, but she's
Hell
still
yeah.
got to have her titties all crunched
you know,
up.
I mean, she's got to be humping her fucking guitar on stage and like
Sure.
lingerie and like all of these chicks.
Makes the world go round, Mike.
Hell
That's how we
yeah.
populate this place.
Every one of these chicks, so it's like, yeah, okay, here's my ass for the camera. There you go. Get a good look at my butt cheeks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's, fucking Gene Simmons never had to do that.
No.
Like, here, it's a pretty good day. Here's my bum. Fuck.
Thank God.
Yeah. Hey, should we get to some email?
We do have some email, Mike.
What do we got?
If you'd like to write into the show, please send us your thoughts to email@detroitcast.com. If you want to send Easus some anthrax, send it to P.O. Box 250268, Franklin, Michigan, 48025. Oh, and we received a nice package. I'll mention it tomorrow.
Okay.
But dude who sent us the nice package with the eclectic mix of stuff, just
Sure.
know that we got that. I'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
Kara writes in, hey, E, didn't know you were a Portlandia fan. I'm meeting my son. He's 29, lives in San Francisco and Portland on 10/5 to celebrate my sister's birthday. we've rented an Airbnb for the weekend. So it's hooked up with cameras.
And if you're going from San Francisco to Portland, it's probably only a few hours. I mean, if you go through Marin County, get up into the redwoods,
right?
It's just like
Another
a straight shot.
California fact.
Like, so if he wanted to drive, fly into SFO, and then just hop on the one, take
Is that what he would do? Flying to
it's-
SFO?
It's SFO. Hop on, actually the 405 because the one ends
Right through Marin County.
Marin County.
Why don't you get a ticket, says Kara, and come along?
Yeah,
It
there
would
you
be
go.
A great field trip for the show, and you could run amok in Portland for the listeners' enjoyment. Unfortunately, my sister is off limits as she is a lesbian in a committed relationship.
Just means you got some work to do.
Yeah, Big E'll set her straight.
Land at SFO. Take the 202, the 4, even the 10. You could probably do that direct shotty, no problem.
Thanks.
Seriously, yeah.
Get Mike and Jay to redirect some Kickstarter funds so you can go to Portland and put a bird on it. Kara,
Put a what?
a bird.
Oh, is that a reference to Portlandia?
Yes, it's a Portlandia reference.
Jesus, if you do this, you son of a bitch, you better find out before you go what's going on in Portland and do something show related.
Isn't that
Okay,
where the
that's not my
store
job
is
to
that-
me. That's
Well,
their-
if we're going to direct funds or plane tickets
Yeah.
your way, sir,
well, then
wanna
someone
see-
has to
we
tell
wanna
me
check
what to
your
do. I
itinerary.
didn't say he was even
Itinerary.
going yet. You just blurted this out as if
10-5.
Well, isn't that where the bookshop is? That the guy was all pissed off because all the fans of
the
that
lesbian
movie,
bookshop. Yeah.
the fans of the movie kept coming in.
No,
From
no,
the Julia Roberts movie.
No,
Oh,
that was in
Notting
like England or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
They do have a thing in Portlandia though that was like on the
bookstores
show was
there.
this like women's only bookstore or something, and they were getting annoyed and having issues of fans or something. I think going
How
there.
the fuck is Fred Armisen escaping the hashtag?
I
Me
don't
Too
get
world?
it.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Dude,
I-
you whip your dick out anywhere that's not like in the privacy of your own home right now, and you are a fucking monster. And there are so many accusations online, and yet nobody's got a problem with Fred Armisen.
speaking of him,
I guess
know-
he's on the right team.
I know I mentioned this at the time, but if anybody's working their way through the Hulu series, Last Man on Earth, you're going to find a point in time when Fred Armisen comes on the show, gross, but he plays an outstanding character on the show.
Really?
I mean, Isis, would you agree with me? I
It might have been my favorite episode.
Can you give me a hint about what he? Because I loved Jason Sudeikis. I loved that
Yeah,
character. That
Sudeikis was
fucking
great.
hilarious.
I will
storyline.
say this, it's not giving up too much to say Fred plays a serial killer. And he plays it in an unbelievable way.
Really?
Wow, is it good? Get there. Get to those episodes.
What season is that?
It's
The last
final.
one.
Yeah, it's probably like 5 episodes from the end.
Really?
And that fucker didn't
And
get
you can find it on
renewed.
Hulu though.
Yeah, last I looked.
Okay.
That fucker didn't get renewed though. I was hoping some other, like Netflix would pick it up and finish out another
Wait,
season or something.
did another network pick it up? Because I know that's
No.
been going on. Like, what's the other show? The Tim Allen show that's been picked
Yeah,
up by
but
another
Last Man
network.
Standing?
Yeah, and I thought Last Man Standing they were saying it. No,
It has
You guys
happened
would
from
know
time
more
to
than me.
time where everybody signs the petition and the network,
Yeah.
some other network goes, okay, there's value in that.
Yeah.
We'll redo that here.
Well, the accusation was that he's a conservative Republican, and so fuck him.
Talking about Last Man Standing.
Yeah, Last Man Standing.
Ryan writes in, Jensen E, I too had a moment like E and that dickhead tackle ball player who walked away at halftime. So Ryan's, of course, referring to the tackle ball dude who quit in the middle of the game. Buffalo Bills player.
Vontae
Sure.
Davis. Was it Vontae Davis?
I had been a really good wrestler, says Ryan, in high school, and was hoping to get a scholarship. Going to get a scholarship so that I could better afford college. I gave up my football junior year and ran cross country instead, hoping that it would increase my cardio for wrestling in the winter, which it did. I did really well that winter, so when I came back my senior year, I was excited to see how much I could improve. I went to the first practice for cross country and realized that all the people that made it fun the first year that I ran had graduated. And those left looked like they'd be doing Star Trek trivia on the bus rides to meets. I didn't really want to listen to people talk about Han Solo, Bobby Fett, and Captain Kirk all day.
Yeah.
So as we were stretching and about to begin our initial run, I hung back, waited to see if anyone would notice that I was in the back. When they didn't look back and started running, I just smiled, shrugged, and walked away, never to return.
That's hilarious.
I wonder, if everybody got back. Where's Ryan?
Where'd Ryan go?
Where'd Ryan go?
Do you think Ryan just wanted to tell us that he was a potential scholarship
That
level
could very well
wrestler?
Be. That's
Right.
a lot of roundabout shit.
Yeah, I mean,
that
he could.
one phrase.
And you could have really picked that up right at, I was on cross country team, and
by
was
the
like,
way-
this blows. I started running, hung back, and then left.
He thought he was good enough for a scholarship, but like some nerds on the dude, cross country people are nerds. running, if you're really into running, it's kind of a nerdy thing. So like that was it. And so was he just not good at wrestling, really?
No, he was almost.
He didn't want to hang with nerds. He didn't want to hang with nerds.
He said,
did he want the
He was
scholarship
a great
or not?
wrestler. He just told us.
I understand, but I just said that maybe
When
he's
Ryan
lying
says he's a great wrestler,
He
we
means
believe
he's a
him.
great wrestler. Yeah, and he didn't get that scholarship, unfortunately, but it was close.
It was really close.
I don't know if
You
it
were
was
just
D1,
questioning him a
D2.
second ago, Mike, and then I just changed.
Well, I'm just saying I think he wanted to let us know that, which is fine. I feel like, I like learning shit.
I think what I found out is that he wasn't a good enough wrestler. So
Hey, Ryan, come out to Hamlin Pub this Saturday and prove that you're a good wrestler. Exactly. Gore E.
You know what his problem was? He needed to get in the program and have his coach jacking him off while massaging his testicles. His
yeah,
testicles.
this cross country shit. What's he thinking?
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's a way to do this because it
Jump in
sounds
the
like
program.
he was charting himself and making progress. But if he would have gotten anally penetrated or jacked off and with a testicular massage, dude, we'd be talking about God. Who knows, man? What level he could have gotten to? Olympics?
WWE.
Maybe. He could have been like the Schultz brothers or whatever.
Cardio Shamardio. Bone Job writes in, similar subject. Hey, hi Jay, hi Mike.
Hi, Bone Job.
So in his junior year, Eric quits his track team and then bought a lotto ticket. Dude was at least 18, which leads me to this question. Was Eric old enough to buy booze by his senior year? With love, Bone Job.
What a small detail.
That
you
is
picked
interesting.
Up on. That's great.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was 19 when I graduated. That's right.
Well,
I missed
second,
it.
eighth grade,
Right,
probably.
second, eighth grade.
Jesus was going to Canada, drinking hardcore. It's senior year in high school.
He shows up to high school driving himself to freshman year.
Dan writes in, concerning our listener business network featured business, Arnold Roofing. Hey, thank you to Arnold Roofing. Keith was awesome, not Kevin. Not Kevin Arnold.
Kevin Arnold.
Neither Kevin, Winnie, nor Paul showed up to do the job. Or should I say Marilyn Manson?
Yes, Marilyn Manson.
None of them showed up to do the job. Keith Arnold showed up. He was awesome, great to work with at a reasonable price. He even gave me a recommendation on a contractor for windows, siding, and deck. Forever listener, Dan. Dan's a forever listener.
Awesome. Thank you, Dan.
Dan, come on out Saturday. Say hello to us. Hamlin Pub. Sean writes in, above the fold. Regarding the phrase above the fold, which you'll hear me mention when I mention our affiliate.
Yeah, affiliate links, like Amazon.
Sean says, I hear you say above the fold quite often in regard to your Amazon portal and the other ways to support the wonderful Detroit cast. As a professional journalist, I hope to have one lasting impact in the field, and reimagining that term is my golden ticket. For the last handful of years, I've been claiming above the fold is outmoded in our paperless world.
Nope.
Of course, it refers to the old hard copy newspaper. Most important stuff was always above the fold. That's what that refers to. However, even on the internet, the important news is still found up high, above the scroll, says Sean, if you will.
Dude, I like above the fold, though.
I do too. That's
know what
my
I mean?
thing.
Like
He wants us to use above the scroll. He's like, if you use above the scroll, the term will certainly take off. We won't be rich, but as a fictional Babe Ruth once said, legends never die. Thanks, Sean. Sean, I can't do that. Above the
Yeah.
fold, I like above the fold.
Dude, if we could get credit for that, though, coined in 2018 by the Detroit cast, above the scroll, and it takes off, hashtag above the scroll, think about it. Sleep on it.
All right, I'll sleep on it. Until then, it's above the fold.
Right.
Kelly writes in, spotted in Canton, one of the best vanity plates I ever saw. Reads, thanks, X, and it's on a Cadillac Escalade. Thanks, X.
Thanks.
Like some bitch is driving down the road in her Cadillac. She's like,
Oh.
thanks, ex-husband, for cheating on me, bitch. It's pretty good, though. Gotta admit. It's not bad.
kind of shitty, though.
Yeah.
You know,
So move on, lady.
I want more details. I want to know who was majority at fault. Like, if the guy was just a piece of shit.
You know what?
cheating
You know
on
what
her
that
and
is?
stuff
It's
like
a
that.
big billboard to any potential later suitor. Like, who's gonna come date that chick now?
Yeah.
With thanks X emblazoned on her Cadillac Escalade, you gold digging bitch.
Yeah, if you're capable of thanks X, what else are you capable of?
Yeah.
Facebook pictures of your dick,
Ugh.
your dong out there.
Ugh.
No, I don't like
It's the
this.
least of your concerns.
You know, but I want to know, was she just a sexless fucking broad, and this guy had to go elsewhere and things fizzled?
Right.
Her fault, or was he just a fucking cheating piece of shit?
You're right. We need to know more. Kelly, next time you see that car,
Pull her
pull
over.
her over and
Citizen's
just
arrest.
briefly question her, if you would.
Yeah.
On video and audio, please. In landscape.
And clearly, she's fine with this. She clearly wants to discuss this.
Oh, yeah, yeah. She
You know what I
wants
mean?
the world to know
Yeah.
that she's taken her ex for a Cadillac Escalade. Rob writes in concerning Red Wings tickets. Gang, thanks for the Wings tickets. I won as a member last week. I would love to say I enjoyed the game, but I was stuck down in Ohio the joys of being a truck driver. He couldn't go.
What?
But he says, I let my daughter take her friend in my stead.
Ooh.
I gave her specific instructions to buy the DCAST members next to her a beer. So remember, we had four tickets. We split them. And we said, hey, the people sitting next to you, they're going to be DCAST members too. So talk amongst yourselves. But she was too much of a chicken shit to ask if they were there with the DCAST. So I apologized to the members next to them. And hopefully I will see them on the 29th at Hamlin Pub and buy them a beer. You guys are the best, Rob.
There's one problem I have with that email. Obviously, if you're able to buy your neighbors a beer, that means you're legal drinking age. He mentioned his daughter and her girlfriend, and then gave us no description. I don't blame him for not describing his daughter, but
yeah, it's not a blue bikini
girlfriend
situation, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
They're clearly of age. We can clearly receive a description of Rob. I mean, let's be honest, your daughter and her friend.
And if Rob doesn't want, he could have his friend describe and send us an email about what his daughter looks like.
Exactly.
And then Rob can go into extensive
if he doesn't
detail
feel
about
comfortable describing his daughter's titties.
Yeah, and I don't blame him for that. My dad wouldn't feel great talking about my sister's titties.
How would your dad describe your sister's titties? Gun to his head.
Voluptuous.
Voluptuous? You think
Probably
so?
full.
Kristen, full titty. What?
Collar.
Bra size. What do you think?
I have no,
Cup.
I have no idea.
B?
No.
No. What
She's
is
bigger
she?
than a B.
Is she?
You call her. You ask
You're
her.
checking out your sister's titties.
I check out my
Hold on.
What size
Jesus.
are Weed's titties?
I don't even know what the numbers are. The
No
letters
idea.
are, so don't ask me.
B?
All right, A's are small, B's are
Yeah,
a little bigger,
but I have no
C's
idea.
are a little bigger than that.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know.
Double D's, you know the double D, right?
This is a C,
Right.
like full handful.
Yeah, I
with
think a
meat
nice
coming out of the
a nice handful with meat
trickling
coming out the side.
the sides of your fingers.
Yeah.
yeah. If you squoze, if it squoze,
Don't over squoze.
Don't over squoze, but if you gently squoze,
Sure.
you'll see
You
it
see meat.
come through your fingers.
Breast meat.
Yeah.
So a B is smaller than that E, if you can imagine that. I would say Kristen's a B, honestly. I've never you just grabbed a breast implant off the shelf.
God, titties are
I don't know what
nice.
that is.
Titties,
C,
yeah.
I guess. Oh man, I haven't held this breast implant in a while.
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
It's nice. Yeah, so homework, Mike. Find out what Kristen is.
You call
But
me
a
too. You
great
gotta
point
call
for
me.
Rob. If Rob would please describe his daughter and her friend, or as Mike said, the offer's open if you want to have the friend's dad describe Rob's daughter.
That's a
fine
great call.
too.
That's fair. Very
Describe each
fair.
other's daughters.
Yeah, pics and video too.
In landscape. Eric writes in, Jay, first I need a classic, where's my glasses? Look, dude, I'm not a cheap party gag. I don't just do shit on command. Mama, where's my glasses? Where are my pink glasses? Then to my grievance is the pre-recorded message of, quote, we are experiencing higher than normal call volume, no matter who or what you call, even when they don't have a long wait. Right?
Of course
That's
it is.
pretty bona fide, dude.
Yeah.
That's occurred to me, too. You call up, it's like, no, you are totally punting.
Yeah.
You're not experienced higher than usual call volume.
Yeah.
But
What
but
is
it- but it
usual,
like-
and how is it really to the point where they're able to say, oh, hey, guy, like, what is the program,
It's kind of
that
the
comes?
perfect thing to say, though. Like,
Yeah.
what are we supposed to do, you know?
Yeah, we're
wow.
dealing with customers. That's all
Yeah.
we can do. We're
It's
doing
higher
our
than
best.
usual, you know?
Yeah.
We're
Just like
No,
someone saying they have
it's a-
family issues. Okay. Well, what do I say?
Well, it's their way of saying, hey, we're busy. Our business is so strong that we're just slammed all the time.
yeah, bona fide, Eric. Hey, we'll save the rest for tomorrow.
Plus, if you're calling a business, doesn't that usually mean you've got a problem? So if you're experiencing high call volume, doesn't that just say we're so shitty
Kinda,
at
yeah.
what we do that the people are calling us round the clock?
Get with it.
I would think, you'd be better off like, I'm in the shitter. Give me a few minutes, I'll get to your call. But
I like these
it's
ones
very
that are
rare.
more and more allowing you to leave your number and having them call
Yeah.
you back. Those are great.
Yeah, I like that too. I've taken advantage of that myself.
Yeah, it works.
It does. All right. Enjoyed the tackle ball game tonight, guys. I know most people will hear this after the tackle ball game has been played, but
I'm not going to watch it, Mike.
None of it?
Yeah, I'm going to go to bed.
I'll text you if it's like, dude, you're not gonna believe this, but
Okay.
they're in it. They're in this game. They're late in the third quarter and they're up by a field goal, and then you can tune in then.
Okay.
Fair?
Yes.
Isis, enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Talk to you guys tomorrow.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.